What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of the It Doesn't Matter podcast. I'm your host. I'm Notorious One. I am Dom. And today, I got the whole crew with me. I got my man who has all the stats, all the facts, and all the receipts. I got my man, Strat Facts. What's good, brother?
Everything's good.
Everything's good in the hood. All right. And of course, I got the man bringing that sweet flavor. Tonight, he's bringing that extreme flavor. Well, I got Poppy Platino. What's good? What you think about this throwback right here?
Left to be desired.
Left to be desired. But last but not least, I got the man who's going to tell it like it is because that's what he do. You ready to talk extreme? BDC, what's good?
Absolutely ready to talk extreme. Let's get this shit started.
All right. Well, usually I go month to month. We're in the month of September right now, but I figure we take it back to May 3rd of 1998. We're going to take it all the way down to Marietta, Georgia. And we're going to talk about ECW Wrestlepalooza 1998. The reason why I chose this show is because the WWE, they're taking it to the next level. They're going to have their own Wrestlepalooza coming soon. So I figure, why not take it back to where we know the name from, which is ECW. This card had a little bit of everything. Had the comedy act. They had the BWO. They had the IDM pod former guests. Just incredible. We see Bam Bam Bigelow, New Jack, Sandman, BDC's favorite Tommy Dreamer, and Francine. We got the Dudley boys. And we have a classic between RVD and Sabu for the television title. So, WWE, they got to put their mark on things, their little twist on things at Wrestlepalooza. So, I figure we revisit the chaos, the energy, and the legacy of Wrestlepalooza. I've never seen this show until now. Guys, have you ever seen this show?
No, not until you told me to review this because I'm trying to figure it out. Like, when did this? And nope, I didn't watch this.
I did actually see it.
You did?
Yes, I did.
All right.
On
pay-per-view?
Were you in the crowd?
I was not. I had a little money back then. I had a job.
How
Probably
dare you
have
have a
more
job and I still be in school?
Look, shit, I was, 22 at the time. I'd better have a job.
Probably have more money than that fat guy in the front row taking up 2 seats. I know you've seen it.
True Georginian. You leave him alone.
He didn't get up that whole damn show. I'll tell you that now.
The whole damn row.
He was
Oh,
melded to
yeah.
the seats. He couldn't
darts.
get up.
Oh shit!
Well, Dom, you taught me that this show took place in May, not September. That's the fact right there. The
Yeah, I'm like,
the timeline makes way more sense now.
I'm trying to figure. I'm like, wait, why the hell are we watching Wrestlepalooza? This doesn't coincide with what we normally do.
Just the name.
Yeah.
Might as well. Never know if we ever get to another Wrestlepalooza. Well, this is the only one they have on Peacock. So, might as well do it right now.
We probably could find another one on YouTube, but we'll probably get
Probably
copyrighted.
Dailymotion. Probably
Yeah.
Dailymotion. Dailymotion
John
does
Davis
not
said
have all
Daily
of those.
Motion.
That's true.
All right. So, we know 1998 is the heart of the Attitude Era between WCW, Monday Nitro, WWF, Monday Night Raw, and ECW. They're still in the middle right now. John, tell us about ECW in 1998.
Well, watching the show, it was kind of like, where are they at? Where's ECW at in history? Their first pay-per-view was barely legal in March of '97, so they've only been on pay-per-view apparently a little over a year at this point. How's their production values? They're not bad for this point in time, but it's still fascinating to see some of the talent that they still had. They still had Taz and they still had the Dudley boys, but who did they lose? They lost Raven. They lost Raven, for examples, to WCW. So it's still an interesting time. ECW still hasn't totally been stripped of all their ECW superstars, and they haven't gone to the depths of pushing people like Justin Credible to the world title scene.
Yes. All right. Well, the show kicks off with Joey Styles. He's inside the ring and he says, sit back and relax because for the next 3 hours, you will never forget the name Wrestlepalooza. All right. In our opening contest, we have a tag team match. We have the FBI of Little Guido and Tracy Smothers with that guy we seen a few weeks ago on WCW Clash of Champions 8 Fall Brawl, Tommy Rich in their corner. And they are taking on the BWO of Supernova and the Blue Meanie. And my God, the way Platino's moving in that damn camera right now, that's the way Tracy Smothers was moving the whole time. My goodness.
I see the inspiration for Curry Man's dance.
Oh man. So seeing
tell me
Tracy
you don't see
Smothers,
Curry Man in that outfit.
Oh god.
seeing Tracy Smothers dance at this time, it brought me back to old WCW. Like, is he really Italian? Because I remember back in the day, he was a Southern boy, one of them James Gang brothers. I can't think who it was, Brian James or Scott. One of them, one of the Armstrong brothers.
Scott and Bullet.
No, it wasn't Bullet. One of the brothers.
Probably then Scotty then.
It's either gonna
I
be
think the
Scott
good
or
one.
it's gonna be Scott or Brad.
I think it was Brad.
Yeah.
Southern boys.
Yeah.
Oh man. And then we got Nova and the Blue Meanie. And Joey Styles said that Nova and the Blue Meanie, they've been sitting around the locker room for 2 years trying to get the opportunity to showcase themselves. Well, here you go. Nova, he showed out. I thought he did, at least. And the Blue Meanie, he was charismatic. The fans loved him.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, him and Tracy Smothers even stopped and had a little dance break. Even got the ref involved. The ref doing the was it the Cabbage Patch?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the ref got involved in other ways.
that was pretty funny when
yeah.
How'd it happen? They trying to I forgot what the FBI's move was called with the hand, the dap, and they dropped the elbow, and the referee got involved and all that stuff like that. And the referee got on the pin and whatnot.
Something elbow. I don't remember the name of it either. But
it should have been called the Blood Oath. For those that watched The Sopranos, you understand what I'm saying, right?
So we see John's boy Tommy Rich. He gets on the microphone. He tells all those rednecks in the front row they need to shut up where they come out there and whoop on everybody. John, you like Tommy Rich? How you feel from seeing him in 1989 to 1998 right here?
I love Tommy Rich. I don't really know Tommy Rich that well, but he's like, "Oh, you fan in the front row, yeah, you, that one guy right there." But yeah, it was interesting to see, Wildfire Tommy Rich, a guy like you said we're just talking about. But yeah, he's just trying to get heat the old Southern boy way, and you have Tracy Smothers, and I don't think he's related anyway to the Armstrongs. But I get what you're saying, Freddie Joe Floyd there for their former guy. But what I didn't understand was, in the commentary they kept saying that BWO, they're fighting, for 2 years. I'm like, perhaps at that time, ECW pay-per-views were so limited that they didn't get, they're on TV probably or house shows, but they weren't on pay-per-view. So I'm like, that makes sense. But I'm like, I thought they were like a big, they copied the NWO. I thought they were a big deal as the BWO.
That's what I thought.
With Stevie Richards, Big Stevie Cool, So I didn't really understand it, but
the BWO was the parody of the NWO. They weren't trying to be NWO. They were basically.
Right.
I don't remember what was Stevie at the time.
I think
didn't show up. We didn't see him at the end of the night either.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm like, they were already successful, so it's kind of like, oh, now they're fighting their way up. I'm like, what do you mean fighting their way up? They're kind of established, I thought. So I was just confused by that.
Stevie never really got hurt around until he got older, right? If I can recall.
No,
unless he was helping backstage with like some of the production and stuff. Because one thing I learned that ECW, they were a family, and a lot of them guys like did other jobs just to get the production going. A lot of them probably didn't know what the hell they were doing, but to keep a show like this and to keep the energy that we love so much for all these years, I got to give it props to these guys. I don't know where Stevie was, but that would have made a little bit of a difference because you got, like you said, was it Tracy Smothers?
Yep.
In their corner with Stevie completing that blue world order, it would have made more sense. I don't think they turned on Stevie just yet, though. I don't think
the BWO turned on Stevie.
You sure?
He just went away.
He went away and went back to WCW.
Oh wow, never mind.
Or he went to WCW.
Because normally when they did those storylines, they were like, "Oh, you going to the big company? Okay, see how you doing."
No, they give him a send off like they gave Al Snow. To be determined later on the show.
Yeah.
Was that his send off?
Yeah.
Yes, we'll get to that.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Seen Drives out there too.
Oh.
Standing tall. All right. Well, during this match, like I said, Nova, he was doing the damn thing. And my thing is, why didn't they push Nova for like the cruiserweight division in WWE? Yes, they had him as Simon Dean, the fitness instructor, but
you just said it all. Simon Dean.
The patented Simon system.
It tastes great. It's less filling. But what I think is the case here is, I didn't know of Nova at all, and him versus being Simon Dean, two totally different characters, obviously, two totally different people, it seemed like. But I think it's a situation where, injuries catch up to you and you have to change your style. Some people, it's less obvious. Maybe, Adam Copeland, as he is now, he still wrestles like a main event level talent, but he doesn't do as many risky things as he used to when it was 2001, but because he's very talented.
He's going to jump off the damn cage feet first.
Except for that.
What the hell are you doing?
But Nova doing a leg drop stunner combo, he never did that as Simon Dean, but not like that would be the most riskiest thing, but him maybe doing a springboard shooting star or something like that. He probably just his knee, his ACL or whatever was shot. Kind of like how Johnny B. Bad, Mark Marrow, he was the Wild Man. Then he changed to the marvelous Mark Marrow and he stopped doing all that high flying stuff because he physically couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So I think that's what happened with Simon Dean Nova. But you're right. He looked like a big high spot artist of the time in 1998.
I used to like Nova, especially ECW Hardcore Revolution and 64.
That was good.
Yeah, it was dope.
I can hear Dom now. That video game, the first guy's moveset I used was Roderick Nova.
The Nova Cane. I used to like that move. He did it in the match, too. He did the Nova Cane in the match.
I remember that.
So it was pretty dope.
I know you hated Sandman, though, in that game. Don't pick Sandman in the first blood match.
I don't even remember Sandman in that damn game.
He literally would just...
That's you talking about the WWE featuring ECW. Was it SmackDown versus Raw 2006?
No, literally on that one.
Man.
It was.
I remember SmackDown versus Raw 2006. I didn't know the man finisher, and next you know, you got
I
featuring ECW. My man's all cut up.
I still don't know what his finisher is, but yeah, the ECW one. I think he did the beer thing one time, and he's bleeding. I'm like, what the hell? You just started.
His finisher.
Yeah, I think in the WWE version of it, his finisher was the rolling moonsault.
Yeah, well, his finisher in ECW was it was a Russian leg sweep with the
that too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yep. With the Singapore cane.
Yep.
It's a White Russian. It's delicious.
The
White Russian leg sweep.
What he called it, the White Russian.
The White Russian leg sweep. No, I remember that when the video game featuring ECW, I remember Randy telling me because he had, I think, the PS3 version, and he's like, yeah, Sandman comes out of the audience, the entrance. I'm like, not mine, PS2 version. He comes out of the
entrance
shot. Yeah. It's like, what? Damn next gen graphics. I'm always behind.
All right,
you got a PS5 yet, right?
What?
Did you get a PS5 yet, John?
No.
Damn it.
Well, now I'm just behind by choice.
That's true.
Plus, he gets all my games. He gets all my PS4 version of the games.
That's right. I love 2K, 2, and the I don't know.
I got mad if he wanted on, PS4 version.
21.
49ers. All right. So back to this match. The finish of the match. The Blue Meanie, he missed the moonsault. Then Lil Guido hits him with the Italian flag, but Nova hits the Nova Cane for the win. So I'm gonna ask BDC, was this match a hit or a miss? I know it was a comedy match. It was a good opening match, but were you intrigued? Does this match matter?
It mattered for me because it was a fun match and it encapsulated a lot of what ECW was at the time. Yes, it was extreme, but yes, it was also very fun. It was meant to keep everyone entertained from start to finish. And that match, homegrown talent, zaniness all the way through, just weird, wild stuff happening in the middle of the match. Whole match is just stopping for dance offs, and then the referee slamming people and pinning people. Smothers not being able to not hit Guido when Guido was on the ground, and vice versa. It was just a fun match, and it was what ECW was at the time. So I think it very much mattered because it told the story of ECW from the very beginning.
Platinum, what about you? Does opening
I gotta
match
agree.
matter?
Yeah, it does matter, and I agree with you with the spirit of ECW because, like they said, they were two guys that were fighting from underneath for 2 years, trying to show off and make a name for themselves. ECW was always like that with all their characters from the beginning to the end, regardless of where you stood with them. They were always trying to give you 100% and give you, their best that they couldn't give you. So it does matter, like you said. The spirit of ECW was starting off with this.
Strap facts.
I'm kind of in the middle, but we don't do that here. You have to say yes or no. So I'll say it doesn't matter for me. I thought, it was entertaining in its way.
We do say somewhat matters.
Do we?
Yeah.
Well, not today. We don't. This match doesn't matter because I just thought it went a little bit too long with the ha ha. So I didn't like it as much. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen, but it wasn't the greatest thing either. So, but I'll have to give it a pass. I'll have to say this match does not matter for me.
All right. Well, like I said, it was my choice, and I enjoyed this match. It was fun. The fans were into it. This match matters. All right. So after this, we get a video package of Justin Incredible and Mikey Whipreck. Mikey Whipreck, he upset Justin Incredible twice. And after that, Justin goes crazy. He takes Mikey out. Mikey has some knee injuries. And then he finally came back and he confronted Nicole Bass. Platinum, who's Nicole Bass?
She would be like the Temu version of China.
In the WWF? Yes.
Yeah.
Her name's Taiwan.
Did Nicole Bass ever make it to the E?
Yeah,
for a little
she
bit?
did.
Okay,
She
so
did.
she was.
She did.
She didn't have an interaction with China. At least I don't remember if she did.
I want to say she was with the Oddities. I want to say. I don't know.
Okay.
But
Wasn't she Sable's bodyguard?
Yeah.
Sable's bodyguard. That's what it was.
Initially, that's
Yeah.
what she was. Yeah, and then but I think towards the end, she ended up with the Oddities for like a cup of coffee. It wasn't long.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So seeing that video package when Mikey came back at Living Dangerously, her titty popped out, and then Mikey hit her with the whippersnapper.
I saw that.
Lord,
I was like, wait a minute, hold on. But
she
yeah,
has one of those.
Yeah.
Rest her soul.
They would show that scene.
Look, rest her soul. But did she have one of those? Okay.
Oh boy.
But yeah, Justin came back with the crutch and he started injuring Mikey's leg.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
just curious. Wait,
go
when
ahead.
we all watched Scary Movie, was that Nicole Bass in that movie when she was a gym cheeser? You remember Miss
That's
Man?
the first one. You taking it back? I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
It looks just like her.
It looked like I don't think it is her. I don't know.
I remember who you're talking about. The lady who the balls came out from under the skirt.
Yeah, I saw that and I'm thinking because I've been watching a lot of parody stuff lately, and I'm like,
I don't think that was her. It was just another big blonde. But yeah, it wasn't her. It wasn't her. Yeah.
okay, Deuce.
All right. Well, our next match we have Justin Incredible with the most handsomest guy in the world, Jason Sensation, and Chastity, and he's taking on Mikey Whipreck.
Yep.
Mikey gets in the ring. He's all fired up. He's taking out Justin Credible, and then they're fighting through the crowd. And then Justin gets thrown into the crowd, landing on some kid in the front row. That kid no-sold it. There's a lot of no-selling in ECW. I'm not sure if you noticed when they're fighting in the crowd. A lot of people got knocked and hit and whatnot, and yeah.
Fan participation was definitely a thing, even if they weren't expecting it.
Yeah, I noticed that.
They absolutely were.
Yeah, so Mikey was bringing the extreme to Justin, and he went for a Russian leg sweep off the ring apron. It didn't work. My man crashed and burned right into the barricades.
Oof.
And it's not your WWE barricades with the black padding on it. No, this is steel.
Straight steel.
Yeah.
Straight steel.
Yeah. And then Justin, he goes to work. He takes the chair and puts it in Mikey's face, and then he runs right into the corner, and he take Mikey out with that. I'm like, damn, maybe that's why you have knee and hip problems right now. That's what I was thinking the first time I seen it.
Yeah.
And then Justin got suplexed off the barricade onto a table. That was an ugly spot. They was Justin was struggling to get his leg up there on that damn barricade.
Mikey literally did that with one leg.
Yeah, he did.
Because his left leg slipped off. He used his right leg and the rest of him to pull that over. That was crazy.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jason, he tried to interfere, but he had no luck. Same with Chastity, but her ass, she ended up taking a whippersnapper off the top rope. But Justin capitalized and hit the spinning tombstone.
That's incredible.
That's incredible for the win. Strap, you know, I had to ask you. I think you asked him. Well, I know you probably mentioned it on the interview, on or off camera, with Justin Credible. But what was his finisher in WWF when he made it over there?
I mean,
he didn't have that tombstone.
It's a little blurry, but I think the That's Incredible was like the Impaler DDT.
Oh my god!
It wasn't no leaping,
I figured
spinning
that,
tombstone.
Ain't nobody was doing that, John. I can't do that shit. Ain't no way y'all gonna do it.
Unlike Jack Swagger, Just Incredible knew Undertaker's moveset.
Oh man. Well, to me, it was a okay match. Mikey, the ultimate underdog, he could be.
Yep.
He's better than Gilbert. He's not better than Sami Zayn, but it was a decent match, and he has a lot of heart. I'm not sure if I would say this is a filler match because I enjoyed it. Platinum, what do you think? Do you think this match was a good way to show that Mikey has heart, a good way to put over Just Incredible, or was this a filler match in your eyes?
I think it was a good way to show Mikey's heart. I don't think they showcased Just Incredible enough at this one. I know because Mikey was fighting from underneath for the most part because of injuries and all the other stuff that they did prior to this match. I wish they brawled a little bit more, just because of all the things that Justin did to Mikey. Because I'm not used to seeing Mike in the ring, honestly. I heard of him, I just didn't see enough of him to understand his character. And then, when I see this, I'm like, okay, he's not the biggest guy, he's not the strongest, but he's got the heart of a lion, which I like. So,
yep,
I like that aspect of it. He's fighting from underneath. He's giving it all he's got, regardless of what he's dealing with. We've seen Justin have way better matches than this. I just honestly, like I said, for something like this, give me the hands. I don't even care about the moveset. Just throw some more hands. I mean, Justin was in the WWE, so he can be like, listen, guys, this is what we would do. I know it's a different company, but throw some hands right here. Do a little something different. But that would be for a different match. I guess that's why they did this, what they did in here.
Justin wasn't getting that as Aldo Montoya.
No. I'm talking about. Well, he was cool with the Click, so he was probably picking their brain anyway. So yeah, remember this? There were some guys that were cool with the Click, so they can be like, all right, yeah, you know what? He's busting his hump. We'll throw him a little bone here and there to keep him around here.
Well, they ain't helping him now. Strap, what are your thoughts on this match right here?
I mean, it was nice that they had such a very detailed storyline, and maybe Mikey Whipwreck legit, got injured, so they had to delay it for many months. So I thought that was interesting. It's kind of like, it's like, hey, Paul Heyman, I set up this angle, I'm gonna pay it off.
Yeah.
So here's the payoff. I thought for such a grudge match that it was kind of short. I mean, they were crazy and wild and went all over the place, but it just felt short, and maybe it was the wrong spot on the card. But it's just incredible at a time when he's still kind of new as Just Incredible, and Mikey Whipwreck, even though he's a former ECW champion, he's back in his relegated role. So there's your second spot on the show match. But I like the fact that it did have a meaty storyline going into it. I just thought the match was too short compared to what the storyline seemed like it deserved.
The video package ain't like WWE, I'll tell you that, but it definitely told you the story, though.
It gave you enough to know what was going on.
So Strap, do you think that those two matches should have been flipped?
No, you wouldn't want to have the blood, this match first.
No.
You could have done it a little bit later, I think.
Okay. So, no. Well, if not the match, the time.
The time?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Yeah. Like if you made that opening match tighter, then it would have gotten the "it does matter" from me.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So does this match matter to
you? I'm just gonna be mean on this show, so I'll just say no because it didn't make me entirely satisfied. So no, it doesn't matter to me.
Platinum, does this match matter to you?
I gotta agree with him. It was kind of like, is this the way it's gonna end right away?
BDC, what are your thoughts on this match?
I've got to agree with what I've heard up to this point. I mean, for the storyline, Mikey got his leg wrecked. Mikey got his neck wrecked. And he came back and it felt like a wrestling match, which is great, but this is ECW and these are two guys that have a whole problem with each other. Why aren't they out there just getting it all the way in? I don't care if there's two other people out in the ring. Clearly he was able to fight those odds off too, but there should have been more of a brawl aspect to it to make it look like he's really fighting for something other than I'm just in a match. So it cool match, but yeah, it doesn't matter overall for me either.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this match doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We already know. We see Mikey Whipwreck's name on the card. You know who's going to lose in this big name match. Just Incredible is going to take that L. So
right.
It is what it is. It doesn't matter. All right. Well, our next match is for the ECW Tag Team Championship. We have the Chair Swinging Freaks, Balls Mahoney and Axel Rotten, and they are taking on the Tag Team Champions of Lance Storm and Chris Candido. But these two, they're not friends. They're not like us. We like each other. They don't
like us. They not like us.
They were forced to defend the tag team titles, and they came out to Lance Storm music. Candido got pissed off, went to the back, hit my music. He came out doing the strut, doing his thing, whatever, and he wanted his own entrance.
I can't lie. I like that. If you you really don't like somebody,
right?
I'm not coming out to your music. Like, get out of here. I mean, I get it. You're still a tag team. You kind of want to come out together. Pause. But I don't know. No unity.
I don't know
unity.
That slide, but all right. But yeah. Everybody knows Lance Storm is better working than Skip anyway.
Absolutely.
And yes, the fans were chanting Skip, and he ain't paying no mind to it, whatever it is, what it is. But Candido, he had an issue of being announced first. And the way the Chair Swinging Freaks, you see them, these grungy looking dudes.
Wait, you missed the best part.
Yeah, you absolutely missed the best part.
What I miss?
They started off saying Lance Storm and Chris Candido. He said, no, it's Chris Candido.
Oh, yeah.
He got to get the marquee.
And I mean, let's just take a minute to talk about next week's show. Why? Because like Joey Styles said, who the fuck needs a script?
Oh man, Joey Styles for a one-man show doing color and play-by-play.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
I know he's had a little bad taste in his mouth with wrestling, but
Yeah,
I don't
that-
care.
Strap
Just,
do that.
just make a one day appearance for these guys, especially Bubba and Devon. They're about to make their retirement match in TNA.
Strap
Do
back
that
to
for the
be a
boys.
commentator, one man show. He can do that.
He's probably the best at doing it.
That he literally kept you completely engaged in the match from start to finish.
Very hard to do that, man.
He was play-by-play and color all in one. And like I see Raw and SmackDown, and you got these 2-man groups and three-man crews and stuff, and you're just like, Joey did this by himself.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman ain't paying for somebody else.
And Paul's not in his
Yeah.
ear, probably tell him, say it, the line, damn it, say it, you got it, Yeah, why are you saying that?
Yeah.
Why? God, turn that damn mic off. Catch it.
Yep. Yep.
Shout outs to Joey Styles. We miss you.
Yes, indeed.
We love to hear from you on some former podcast. Hell, it doesn't matter podcast. We love to hear from you.
I don't care if he
Low,
tells us go fuck
medium,
yourselves.
Low,
At least he
medium, and
responds to
high
us.
key legend.
Seriously.
Oh, yeah, Joey's the man.
Yep.
All right, so back to this match. You see, you got the chair swinging freaks who's grungy, who's hardcore. These guys are having a wrestling match. Axel Rotten kicks off the match, and he's showing his wrestling ability. He caught me off guard. I didn't expect that from that. These guys are actually in the ring wrestling.
Yep.
I'm looking at these two. I'm thinking the Nasty Boys, in my opinion.
Mhm.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm like, these are literally like this new age Nasty Boys. But then you said they coming in and wrestling. I'm like, wait, hold up. Let me sit back in this chair and be like,
Yeah, Balls Mahoney and Axel Rotten, very underrated for the wrestling ability.
Yeah.
Very underrated.
They try to keep up with Lance Storm and Candido. That's what they try to do.
Hey, man.
I didn't expect it. I'm not gonna say I didn't expect it. I didn't want that, seeing them too. Because they had a promo calling them out. They want the tag team titles. They're showing the chairs. They hyped up. They come down from the crowd. Next thing you know, you get chain wrestling. And I love chain wrestling, but not with this right here.
I don't know. I kind of like the surprise in this.
So Sunny, she comes down to the ring and she interferes and they take her down. And then Candido and Lance Storm, they double low blow. They kick both guys in the nuts, grab the chair, and then Lance Storm did a springboard. And he goes for the pin. 1, 2, Candido gets pissed off. He takes the chair. He throws that shit at Lance Storm's back. And then he gets the pin. 1, 2, 3. That's it. He had to one up his partner.
That's probably the best part of this match.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
They hate each other so much. And it's like based on the storyline, it's not even Lance. It's Chris Candido because he thought Lance liked Sonny or something like that. So this whole thing is because he got jealous because he thought Lance wanted Sonny and he didn't.
Macho Man and Hogan. And the Lizard. Yeah, so it's all about jealousy right here and Skip trying to prove himself. But my thing is,
you called him Skip.
Obviously, Skip is back to Chris Candido. And
stop calling him Skip. You don't like calling Skip.
What?
Call him Candido. Stop calling him Skip.
I said Candido. Candido made his return, but we got Sunny. Why are they referring to her as Sunny and not Tammy?
Probably made her name.
Nobody cares at that point.
Yeah.
Everybody knows who she was, but surprised to use that likeness. Were they still partners with WWF at that time? Strap?
Yeah. Oh, that's common knowledge now. Yeah, Vince was subsidizing ECW, not like a lot, but he was paying them money So, and they had a loose relationship, so they were not going to get like sued or anything from Vince McMahon. WCW maybe, but not Vince McMahon.
So that's why we never seen Shane Douglas or Skip make his return back, or Candido make his return back to the company.
Man, I hate Shane Douglas. But
Because the way he was talking, you talking
know,
about we gonna get to it later, but the way he was talking, like, all right,
Shane Douglas is like that.
he ain't coming back.
Panhandler down by the Action Auto Insurance that ain't no one gonna give money to or pay any mind to, because Shane Douglas don't matter.
You never liked the franchise? Never.
Ah, fuck him. He is terrible.
John's a hill.
He's the worst.
He's a hill.
I gotta agree with you, John. I never liked him.
Nah, man, he sucked. He was terrible. And the fact that he got over being like, the
Dickhead.
he just I can't even remember the quote right now. But you're not very good.
He was a great talker.
You're not very good. No.
Great talker. Franchise of ECW.
It's terrible. Big little fish. Wait, big fish, little pond. ECW is little pond. Shane Douglas, big fish, big stinky, smelly, no good.
What was his name in WWF? Simon Dean?
Dean Douglas.
Dean Douglas.
Dean Douglas. Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah.
Former Intercontinental Champion, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got handed it to him.
Yep.
Because Sean he lost his smile.
He lost his smile.
What I think is notable about this match for me is Lance Storm. It's like Lance Storm is he's well regarded as a great technical wrestler and trainer, but his work as an active wrestler is very subtle. So you can probably see why some people didn't see anything in him, but his personality wise. But this was, I didn't know this angle existed. I was surprised by it. I didn't what is this feuding tag team championship partners thing? I don't know what this is. So it was a little compelling to me. And like I said, Candido, for all his dark sides of the ring, he was jacked and he was a raging maniac in the ring. So good for him. Yep. Lance Storm was like I said, a very subtle. Just he was playing his role the way it was supposed to be played. And as for the chain wrestling from Axel and Balls, it's it was kind of like they're trying to go against the expectations of people like Dom, so that's why they were chain wrestling and doing that stuff. So they were just trying to show that side, and the way it would look best is if with people like technical wrestlers like Lance and Candido. It probably wouldn't look as good with a sloppy hot mess like Big Dick Dudley or something. So this was their chance to show off their skills, and not look silly and goofy. So to jump ahead a little bit, this match matters to me.
All right, BDC. What about you?
Interesting, he says. Was a good match. I did like it. I just thought that with the other matches that have gone on so far, I was like, okay, yeah, it's pretty much falls in line. It's cool. I like it. Does it matter? I'll give this one to somewhat. I'll give this to somewhat. I won't say that it absolutely mattered. I won't say it absolutely didn't. But I'll just say it's somewhat. It's somewhat mattered.
All right. Platinum?
I'm going to have to say it does matter because it continued a rivalry within a story. You had two guys that you weren't expecting to do chain wrestling, and then they did because they were actually cohesive. But you have the two uncohesive tag teams and still pulling out a victory, which that fight between Lance and damn, you about to have me saying it. Candido was gonna lead to something later on down the road. So to me, it does matter. So it wasn't the continuation of a rivalry between another tag team. It was a continuation of a rivalry within each other. So there was their version of the Mega Powers to a lighter version.
I get it. I'll say it doesn't matter for me. I didn't care for it whatsoever. but I'm more intrigued of Skip, Candido, and Lance Storm. I just want to follow up and see what the hell happened. Like, all right, who'd you guys lose the tag team titles to? When did you guys implode? Because after the match is over, these guys, they start fighting towards the back to the entrance, and then Lance Storm got the best, and he had both belts. That's the most, most celebration, most happiest you ever seen Lance Storm before. So I'm just curious to see, how that plays out. That's basically it for me. So other the match, it doesn't matter, but the story itself between Candido and Lance Storm, yes.
Yeah, I do find it. I found it mildly hilarious that these two guys that hated each other were still able to defend the tag team championship for this match. But yeah, I don't know where it went from here. That I don't remember. I, like you, will be looking it up to see where that goes. Does it lead up into a one-on-one with them? And ultimately they're going to lose the titles to someone, but does that end up as a one-on-one between the two of them for some type of anything? I don't know.
Check out ECW Hardcore TV on Peacock.
Yep. Or Google or Daily Motion.
That too. All right, so after this, Joey Styles, he's inside the ring, and he announces that they have a few Georgia natives out here. And the first one he calls out is JYD, the Junkyard Dog. He comes out, he's celebrating. He has toilet paper on his lip.
Cakes, baby.
That was great. I didn't know he was still alive at this point. I was like, oh my God, he's alive. Yeah. Thank God.
So
I looked up when he passed, and I was like,
this was his last appearance in a wrestling ring.
That's sad.
Before he had the heart attack behind the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. So I'm trying to figure out why he had that damn toilet paper on his lip.
He cut himself, man. Cut himself shaving.
You going on camera? Take that damn toilet paper off,
man.
Who put the glass in the cocaine?
That could have been that too. Could have been that too.
Oh man. All right, so after JYD, we have Dirty Dick Slater making his return to the ring.
So weird. We just saw him.
Yeah,
we did.
We talk about him a lot.
And I was like, I looked this up. He retired in late '96. I was like, what the fuck happened? He was in the Rough and Ready with Mike Enos, and I was like,
what company?
WCW.
Rough and Ready.
96. Rough and Ready, yeah. And he apparently got injured in late '96, and then he retired. And so this was, May '98. So, he's a legend. It's like a legend. He was just wrestling a year and a half ago.
I remember Dick Slater and Buckhouse
Buck.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like we talk about him literally every week on match.
Yeah.
He does dark matches every week.
Dirty Dick.
All right, and after this, you got the Masked Superstar.
El Grande George Nakano.
Was that that's the Masked Assassin.
I have no idea who he is.
I have no idea.
That's Jody Hamilton.
He was staring at the Junkyard Dog, and then he finally shook his hand.
Well, what did they say? He's best known for breaking Bob Backlund's back or something like that. They said. They said something like that.
It might have been Bruno's.
Yeah.
And then after this, we get the legend, Bullet Bob Armstrong. He still look the same.
Yep.
WrestleMania 27, Hall of Fame. Bullet Bob.
My question is, how the hell Paul Heyman have money to pay all these talents, these superstars, these legends?
Yeah, he had a lot of hot dogs in the cafeteria.
Man.
That's why Junkyard Dogs, I'll take it.
Well,
I'll take those cakes.
I was about to say, that's Georgia. They might have just did it because it's Georgia.
They should have had Randy Orton come out and RKO all of them.
Oh, that'd have been great.
But like he established himself as a legend killer before he even goes to the WWE.
All right. Well, after this, Shane Douglas, he's in the ring, and Shane is preaching to the fans, saying he was supposed to stretch Shawn Michaels out, and he had a bad bump on his head, and he pussied his way out, and that's the reason why he became the Intercontinental Champion, and that the Intercontinental Championship don't mean shit.
Gunter.
Shane Douglas says he doesn't like Dick Flair, and for 4 years he has called his ass out. And my question is, the strap when Shane Douglas went to WCW, did we ever get that Shane Douglas and Ric Flair match?
Yeah.
Did we?
Mhm.
Where?
I can't give you specifics, but I know it happened. And it was just kind of like, well, here it is. After all this talk, Shane Douglas, indie mark. It's like that's the reputation of the internet. It's like, don't freaking listen to Twitter and X and whatever and the people on the internet. It's such a small conglomeration of fans that the mass general public they don't know anything about it. So it's like, why focus on it? So this Shane Douglas is the epitome of that. He was, this is very awful for me to say, but as much venom as like Kenny Omega gets in the modern day, it's like if this was 1997, 1998 in the same situation, Shane Douglas is like Kenny Omega. He's just that underground star that the marks pay attention to, and they worship him. No. I mean, I like Kenny Omega, but I don't like Shane Douglas. But maybe in 1997, 98, I would have been that non-mainstream promotion fan. Stop shaking your head. I don't know what you're shaking your head at,
John. You didn't like him then. You wouldn't like him now.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. He was cool back then. You know why? Because he was talking shit about that queer Shawn Michaels. Okay. So and that loser overlord Ric Flair, the guy who booked me to shit, Shane Douglas was cool to some people. That's why he was over in ECW. And maybe as a 11-year-old, 12-year-old kid back then, maybe that's cool to me. And that's why Shane Douglas was awesome. I didn't watch ECW then. I didn't know if he was making these references. I didn't know what he was talking about, so it went over my head. But maybe if I was like a 20-year-old, 22-year-old watching ECW at the time, maybe I thought Shane Douglas was spitting cool stuff. I don't know. It's not. That's why watching these things in a different era isn't always accurate, So I can't say, and maybe I am wrong. But that's what it reminds me of.
So what happened? Did Flair beat him?
I don't know.
So,
but the point is, by the time it happened in real life, no one gave a shit.
It doesn't matter.
It did not draw. It did not draw. But then again, nothing could draw in WCW in the year 2000.
Pretty much.
I'll tell you what, though. You know who Shane Douglas was? He was a lower level tier of MJF. He was a punchline king, trying to go after everybody, but couldn't get over as much as MJF was.
Except MJF is really young, and that fits more than Shane Douglas is.
Yeah. As I say, lower level tier.
Right.
Much lower.
So, from the...
I know I'm going to get hate from Shane, but I don't give a fuck.
What
are you going to do about it?
From the pages of Google and Reddit.
Who are you to trust them?
Yeah, because when are they...
GBT for you?
Because when are they ever wrong? All right. So what it says here is that there was long-standing animosity. Shane Douglas perceived that Ric Flair held him back in WCW. He also had a problem with him drinking and partying and stuff like that. Said, he openly criticized Flair in interviews, while Flair eventually responded, suggesting Douglas was just simply resentful and jealous of his success. They had a match in 2000 at Slamboree, which was sloppy.
Slamboree?
Which was sloppy.
And Buck Bagwell on the cover?
Like this.
Yeah, they said the personal animosity was used in the storyline leading to the match at Slamboree 2000. Douglas viewed the match as messy and overbooked with a complicated finish that disappointed the fans. So he said it disappointed the fans. That must have meant he lost.
Slamboree 2000. See you next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Viewer's choice in December.
If it's on the list, if it's on the list for matches for us to review, I'll make sure not to pick it.
Oh boy.
Ringside might choose that one. He likes WCW 2000.
Wow.
At NXT CW.
All right. Well, while Shane Douglas, he's talking all this crap in the ring, Taz comes out and said to the franchise that tell them the truth, tell them who busted your arm. And Taz basically said that this ain't the WWF. He said he ain't going anywhere until he gets his hands on that title. Basically, Taz wanted him to just pass the title to him. Then Taz snuffs him, chokes him out with the Taz mission. Shane Douglas, he's tapping out. Then Bam Bam Bigelow comes out from the locker room, and him and Taz are going at it. Then after this, a big brawl takes place. Taz gets handcuffed. He gets escorted out. He's in some Lincoln Continental or Buick.
Kicking out back windows.
Kicking out windows, brother.
Meanwhile, Shane is in the ring coughing up blood because of his broken bone in his palate and all that other stuff, which, suffice to say, I could find it very hard to believe that if you had a broken bone in your mouth, that talking would be something you could do very eloquently. But I mean, hey, stranger things have happened, and there might be people like, "Oh yeah, I had a busted palate and I could still talk." I've never had it. I couldn't tell you. I just thought it very interesting.
Stone Cold. What did he do? Bite his lip? King of the Ring 96?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see you laughing,
Joker.
John.
That Joker was mopped.
That whole angle where King of the Ring 96, Wild Man Mark Romero busted Stone Cold's lip. They had to go to the hospital to get stitches. And then he came back from the main event. In actuality, he just bit his lip like a puss. What?
Wow.
Oh, hell yeah.
He won the King of the Ring with no Vaseline.
Wow. You really going to mess with the number one cat dad?
Cat dad?
Yeah. Stone Cold's a cat dad.
Oh, boy.
All right. Well, after all this is taking place, Bam Bam, he's in the ring. This ain't WCW where you go to the back and you come back with your music coming on.
Thank
He's
God.
just in the ring.
Thank God.
Bam Bam is in the ring. He's standing there looking at the crowd, and he hears some random music. He's surprised, and that's New Jack. My man New Jack is about to take on Bam Bam Bigelow, and New Jack comes out with the signature look, the garbage cans filled with weapons, and the music playing on repeat the whole damn time.
And if Bam Bam was surprised to hear the music of New Jack, I was surprised to hear what they put up there as crap in place of New Jack's actual music, because that wasn't it. It was elevator music compared to what New Jack
I got
had.
tired of this shit. I ain't gonna lie. What was his original theme song?
Natural Born Killers.
Like, I'm so familiar with
Ice
this
Cube.
version right now.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like the fans were into it though. You know?
Look,
Georgia not up on 1988. No, they ain't up on New Jack, bro.
Here's the thing about New Jack. You either loved him or you hated him. There was no in between. So if you didn't know him, you had to really pay attention to get a grasp of him. If you did not know him, you were going to be utterly confused what was going to happen when you were out there.
They didn't even get
you were going to be confused.
No one even got to see one of his best promos ever. I was like, oh my God, he really said that. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right, BDC?
Oh, yeah.
This is the part of the show where we get demonetized.
Yeah, I'm not saying that right now.
Yeah.
Well,
let's get the views up first before I can lose a few.
That's his theme song right there.
Yeah.
That's his theme.
Everybody talk over it so we don't get in trouble. That's his New Jack's theme.
And it's really crazy.
Yep.
That's what should have been playing.
Yeah, instead of whatever Mickey Mouse music was playing.
Yeah, that was wild.
They've gotten better with it, but it's still not great.
That was horrible.
It's like, my thing is this. Again, that's an Ice Cube track. Ice Cube's kid is an active wrestling fan. Does stuff for the E from time to time.
Doesn't matter.
Podcasts, things like that.
Interscope Records.
5 minutes to say, hey, Ice, can we continue to use Natural Born Killers and not have to dub it out for New Jack whenever somebody play it? not even a 5-minute conversation. They was just like, nah, we're not going to bother. We're going to put in Tiddlywinks or whatever. We're going to have that play on repeat.
Well, you acting like Ice Cube was there back then.
Yeah, Ice Cube didn't know about that.
O'Shea Jackson Jr. wasn't there in 1998.
Oh,
as a fan.
He's there now.
But that's
It don't
You
matter.
can
You gonna pay Ice Cube?
Watch
Yeah,
Peacock Network for ECW content, personally dubbed by O'Shea.
You want to pay? You want to pay
I'll put it to you
O'Shea
like
Jackson
this.
right now? You
I'll
want
put
they
it to you
paying?
like-
They paying
I'll put it to
in
you
Living
like
Color every
this.
week.
Well, CM Punk own that, so that's not going.
no, they own that.
Yeah, CM,
And Living
CM
Color
Punk,
own that, bro.
They own that.
They even remastered it.
Yeah,
Just
for him.
Yeah, just for him. That was part of his deal. That's why it's back.
They got new
'Cause
color
they coulda-
dreads, all that.
Because they could have very much went with the old theme if it was about that. No, he brought that back with him. So, I mean,
they already said they
yeah.
were never going to sell the copyrights to that unless they know he's cool with it.
Yep.
New Jack's theme song is written by Jimmy Hart.
Lord.
Probably is. I'm a killer.
Using the same guy that sung Teddy Long's theme.
Oh,
Hell,
yeah.
Mark
Yeah,
Henry's theme song got 3-6 Mafia.
Well, they probably gave him that one.
So they broke now.
Oh shit.
That's why I don't see Mark Henry on TV. Shoot.
That sucks. That's a good ass song. I ain't gonna lie. That song gets you ready. Hear that song.
The when they sung it live on
Somebody
SmackDown,
gonna
that's what
get
got
your
it
ass
over
whipped.
for me.
What?
So you like live music?
No, I don't know. It was just better. Yeah, they had a
Everything's
good
better
live
live.
performance of it. So
Everything's better live. Except for that DX entrance in 1990, WrestleMania 14. That was trash.
That was not fun.
Are you ready?
The idiots on Kazaa back in the day,
I'm not.
labeling the DX theme as sung by Rage Against the Machine. No! Damn it. Confusing a generation of illegal downloaders. How dare you?
Did you like that Aggression album?
Wasn't bad.
Yeah,
I liked it.
some of it. Of course,
yeah.
one track gets played over and over again.
I ain't like that Mankind track.
Who did?
Ghostface Killer. I
ain't
don't know.
like that.
I know you like the Rocks one.
Of course.
Ding, ding, ding.
What, Method Man?
Yep.
You smell
Yep.
what the Rock is cooking?
that
The
Yep.
Rock is back.
Rock, DX, and
Kane.
Kane.
Kane had ice.
Kane.
Oh, Kane had what? Was it Ice T on his joint? Or no, the Godfather Ice T. Kane shit was
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
That shit was
Kane
real
had,
dope.
ooh, that one. Whew.
break out the CD.
I think Kane
Bring that
was.
back.
Wait, was
It's on
Kane Snoop?
Apple Music.
Was Kane Snoop?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Kane was Snoop.
Oh,
I think
Yep.
Kane was Snoop.
Yeah, you know what? It was Snoop. Now I
You know
think
what?
about it.
Topic in December: music review, WWF Aggression, the album.
Look,
And
John Cena's platinum
look, I
album.
can pull the CD from my bag right over there.
Oh,
Wait,
boy.
you got it in your bag?
It's sitting in my bag right now.
Oh, yo. It's on
Is it
his
up
back.
there?
Hey, yo, yeah, I can't play it anymore because I ain't got a CD in the house, but it's sitting right over there in the bag.
Oh, Lord.
You give a CD to a kid now. It's like, here, play this. And they're like, where?
It is.
That's the one.
Kane. Kane. Coming in December. John, does this track matter? Yeah, it does.
Yes, it does.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely,
Sure does.
absolutely does.
That shit was dope.
That song does matter. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh
That
no,
one
we're
was
being
dope.
blocked in Guam
Whatever. Call ICE.
and the Azores.
Lord.
All right. Well, back to New Jack and Bam Bam Bigelow. So while this match is taking place, everybody knows that New Jack, he is hardcore. He's so hardcore. He took out a Godzilla action figure. I think I had ECW t-shirt on Godzilla. He put it between Bam Bam's legs. He took a hockey stick, and well, you know what he did. He went down south to Cobb County, Georgia. These guys, they're fighting through the crowd. New Jack, he's busted open.
Heyo.
And then
What's new?
I was trying to see where if he got bladed or not, but you couldn't see the fans are just all up in their business and whatnot. But New Jack, he disappeared. He went to the upper deck, the upper room. He went to the balcony. He grabbed a random guitar from a fan. Bam Bam's looking around. He takes that guitar and he just jumps. Hell, I can't even say he jumped. He just, what's the word I'm looking for? Not jump, he just fell.
He dove.
Yeah, he dove.
He dove.
Yeah.
There was no mat on the floor. There was no mat.
He damn near he killed himself. He did knock himself out.
He knocked himself out.
Match is over at this point.
Like, yo, how the hell you had no broken legs, nothing like that, man? Bam Bam had to pick your ass up and
carried him to the
throw
ring.
You over the barricade, carry you to bring you over to the ring,
and
to hit you with the greetings from Asbury Park, New Jersey, Six Flags ride.
Yeah, because at that point he could have just rolled him in the ring and pinned him because he was out like a light.
Yeah,
he was out.
He was out. Bam Bam got the win. It was an entertaining match. It was cool. I enjoyed it. I don't like how New Jack took himself out. Hell, I don't know what match New Jack ever won, but it mattered to me.
And it's always hilarious how his music plays to the count of 3 for somebody else. It is hilarious. His music played all the way through. It was like, then the music stops so that Bam's music can start. I was like, yeah, that's on brand.
So my question for you guys is, this is a different atmosphere where ECW's at. They are in Georgia. This ain't the East Coast. It damn sure was violent. Do you think that these people down south, do you think they enjoyed this match right here because of all the violence?
No.
All the chaos?
Not at all.
No, they only had one particular match close to like that, and that was Jerry Lawler versus, I think, Funk. But that was everyone was out of the building match. So no, they're not used to this, and they don't really care for this much.
Hangeth.
They're more for the haha. It's crazy thing is the South. They're more for selling in the haha. If you really notice.
Yeah, I mean, you could have looked at the crowd during the match. The crowd looked genuinely confused a lot of the time. Like they didn't know what was going on.
They're like, "Yo, is that music ever gonna shut off?"
Like literally, there was one dude when New Jack was up on the balcony. One dude was literally looking at him like, "What are you doing here?"
Yep, for real.
So it's like you don't, like, bro, you don't get it. You're now part of the show. He's like, "Oh, cool, no big whoop." So,
whoop-de-woo. All right, so guys, does this match matter? Start with BDC.
It mattered that New Jack was able to get up from that, and he wasn't dead from knocking himself clean out the front. As far as the match itself, no, the match did not matter because it was just all over the place, and the crowd had no clue what was going on.
Strat facts.
This match is not my cup of tea. I really tuned out as soon as I knew what was going on. As soon as they start brawling outside of the ringside area, even though that's what New Jack does. But yeah, not my kind of match, regardless of what happens. So it does not matter for me.
So I can tell you don't play him in WWE 2K. All right, Platino, what about you?
I gotta agree, man. I kind of got lost when they went in the crowd, and I'm just like, I don't mind a brawl, but it's got to make sense to me. This is more like if you do something like this, it's got to be a blood feud. It's got to be worth my while. And New Jack's the one that went bleeding. I'm thinking it would have been Bammer that was going to bleed thanks to New Jack.
Oh, they both ended up bleeding. They both ended up bleeding.
I probably didn't pay attention to that last part.
Bam Bam ended up bleeding as a result of that guitar shot.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Yeah.
The match was lackluster in my opinion. It was not enough for me to just be like, oh, okay, this is worth it.
Yeah, so it was nothing special. It was entertaining, but nothing special, and I don't have to watch that match never again. This match does not matter, even though New Jack is cool.
Yep. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. All right, so after this, we get a video package of Tommy Dreamer. He's hitting Raven with a steel chair. Then we see the Sandman laying out Sabu with a kendo sticks. And then we see the Dullies attacking both men of Tommy Dreamer. and the Sandman. So our next match, we have the Dudley Boys taking on Tommy Dreamer and the Sandman with Beulah McGillicuddy in the corner. And we see Joel Gertner. He gets on the microphone and
With the central stud muffin.
Yes, he's the stud muffin who was asking for a job at ECW One Night Stand. Was it 2005, 2006? It doesn't matter. We're talking about 1998 right now. But the Sandman's music comes out, or Sandman's music hits, which it wasn't Into the Sandman.
It was not Into the Sandman.
WWE version of his music.
It was the Hack theme song.
Oh,
basically. I don't know about ECW like this, but they said that the Sandman, he was hurt. Like he couldn't even drink a beer because his neck
walked out like Frankenstein. Like
his neck was just stuck the whole damn time.
What a seller! What a seller!
I can't. But he was still pouring down in people's faces and whatnot, and oh my goodness.
The entrance alone, I'm like, Jesus Christ! Can I?
I ain't gonna lie. When I seen him at WrestleMania 40 weekend at
Philly
2300 Arena, and the music went off. Oh, it was dope. It was a nice feeling.
Oh yeah.
It just sucked that he didn't drink no damn beer.
Oh yeah, he was
pouring in everybody else's mouths, not mine, but everybody else. They got the business, and yeah.
Would you take a beer from him?
If I see him open it, yes, I would. If I'm the first one, yes.
Okay.
But after you pouring in like yours, and nah, we ain't doing all that. We got time for that. And hey, Sandman's down the IDM pod because he's sporting my fantasy football team, Blood, Sweat, and Beers. That's my team name. Been like that for like 5 years now. So yes. But yeah. So Sandman, he's in pain. But him, Tommy, and Beulah, they put some Budweiser in their mouths and they spit it in all the Dudley's faces, even Big Dick. They all blinded. And then they get busy. And it got to the point where the Dudleys, they took over. They beat up the Sandman. Sandman gets stretchered out. Then we get LSD, Little Spike Dudley. He makes his appearance on the show. And he takes out his brothers, stepbrothers. And yeah, the sign guy Dudley, the other Dudley, he's in there. He throws powder, his Devon. Why did you do Devon like that? Because he's black and the powder gonna show in his face. That's messed up. But it is what it is. It's somebody gets hit with that damn sign. It was a Lotus sign. I think Tommy got hit with the sign.
Yep.
Then they get the guardrail. The guardrail comes inside the ring. They hit Tommy with an atomic drop, followed by a double chair shot. And then Spike gets in the ring. He drop kicks both his brothers, hits the acid drops on both men. And yeah, Spike, he goes for the pin. He took the Sandman spot. It's a lot going on in this damn match right here, if you can't tell by the way I'm speaking right now. And we are on a time limit because somebody's laptop is about to die. So we speeding up a little bit.
And I'm on NyQuil because I'm tired and I'm not feeling good.
I do appreciate that, Dom, but I just remarked that this is the main event of One Night Stand 2005. And that was a wild thing as well. But to get to it, it's like you had a lot of stars in this match. You had a lot going on and a lot of storylines. But it's just about the action for me. This match just didn't do it for me. I thought it was too long. It wasn't just too much. It was just too much, but not enough of good stuff. So the match didn't matter to me, although it had a lot of interesting things to it.
Platinum BDC, just like my man Jay Uso.
Yep, I agree though. Too much going on. It was more about the Dudleys and Spike than anything else.
Yes, a lot going on in the match. Spike's just taken out. Sandman returns with a neck brace. He's caning everybody. Jesus. And Tommy canes somebody, and one got hit with a steel chair.
One with cane, one with chair, then double DDT, and it's over. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
BDC, your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I all I can say, there was a lot going on. Again, fun match. Well within what the spirit of ECW is, but it was a fun match, but there was just way too much going on in that match. Way too much.
But in the end, it still wasn't a good match.
It wasn't a good match. It was just too much.
Nah.
It was
too much Dudleys, too much going on. It doesn't matter. Boom. All right, so after this, we get a video package of RVD and Sabu, and these guys are both Fonzie's guys, Bill Alfonso's guys, and they're going for the TV title. Bill Alfonso said he's going to manage both of these guys, and which he did, and we get Jeff Jones. I guess he was a cricket referee at the time. We don't know about Jeff Jones. I just know later on in his career, he was Judge Jeff Jones, and he was with Mike Awesome. But I can't tell you how he got there. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, he was in Bill Alfonso's pocket. He was basically paid to give matches to RVD and Sabu. So the fact that he was a referee for this match was crazy. And we're also gonna take a minute to mention the fact that the television title looked very suspiciously like a particular winged eagle title that will remain nameless. But
yeah, it did.
I saw that.
But
yeah, it did. Oh my goodness.
But the match was everything I could have hoped it could have been for the two of them, because they just work so well together, whether they're going against each other or as a tag team. So in that regard, the match was good. Did it need to go 30 minutes? Probably not, but it was a good match. It was a good match.
Yes, these guys brought it. The fans loved the match. They're trying to one-up one another. Fonzie said he's not getting involved.
But he got involved.
But there was still going to be a winner at the end of the day, and it was a good match. It was an instant classic, but they went 30 minutes. There was no winner. It was a draw, and the fans chanted, "We wanted 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes." But obviously, you can't always get what you want. They didn't give it to us, so they left us wanting more. Not sure what happened after this. I enjoy the match. It does matter. It does matter for me. Strap, what about you?
Yeah, that's why pay-per-view should have a sense of finality to them, because we should not be left wondering, just like you were, what's going to happen next. I mean, you should if this is a current product, but if you're watching it in a historical sense like we are, it's kind of like, was that the end of the feud, the beginning? Can we just have a winner and a loser and that's it and whatever? But yeah, if you're looking for the best work rate match, the best worked match on the show, you would definitely look forward to this match. And that's what it was.
Yep.
But I felt like they were phoning it in a sense, because I didn't know what the finish was, so I did not know it was going to be a 30-minute draw. But being that it went so long, it was kind of aimless for a while, and that's where they ended up. It's kind of like,
I wish I could have seen your reaction watching this after seeing the finish.
That's sad.
You probably cursed up a storm.
Like, whatever.
Fucking dumb.
I don't know. And another thing was, like, Mr. Jeff Jones, pre-Judge Jeff Jones. We used to work with a guy named Jeff Jones, so it kind of distracted me during the match, because all I was thinking about was the guy he used to date, who it's a lot of workplace dramas. So I was a little distracted also by other things during this match. But in the end, though, I say it doesn't matter, because it didn't live up to the expectations for me. And having the finish that it did, a draw, another thing that didn't interest me. I just not into it.
Well, I don't know. What about you?
I was kind of like disappointed too. I like the work rate that these guys do, but I'm with you on that, John. I got to the end. I'm like, are you serious? Like, can you get one guy out of these two to show who the definitive number one guy for Alfonso to be like, oh, maybe I picked the wrong guy. Just for that. Just so he could be like, ooh, I didn't see that coming. But everything else I kind of expected here and there, but I'm like you, John. It took way too long. Towards the end, I'm just like, oh, can you get to the main event already now? Tired of this shit.
All right. Well, our main event, we have the franchise, Shane Douglas taking on Al Snow. They showed a video package of how the franchise, how it all started, how he won that Eastern Championship Wrestling, that NWA title, and how he threw that piece of shit down, and he named it the Extreme Championship Wrestling title, and how he worked his way up to the, what was the group name? Bam Bam
Triple
and
threat.
Triple threat, yeah, the triple threat, and Francine, how he grown the hair out and all the other stuff like that. John's favorite group, and how Al Snow pinned him in a tag team match and Living Dangerously, and that earned him a shot of this match. Next thing we see Franchise talking about he's all busted up, but he's still gonna do the match. And we see Al Snow talking. I think this is time just to pass out styrofoam heads to the whole crowd, because when Al Snow came out, everybody had a damn styrofoam head in that damn match.
Yeah, it was like an NBA playoff game. It was crazy.
But how back in the day when the Miami Heat had the white Heat towels, the Raleigh towels, that's how that shit was.
The whiteouts,
styrofoam heads, yeah, the whiteouts.
Yeah,
my God.
I tell you what, if you have any family members that suffer from seizures or anything, don't watch this part of the match. Let this pass and then go back into watching.
Throughout the show, you know,
good.
all the music was dubbed, and we know that about ECW. But I especially New Jack's, I could hear his song in my head, but I didn't know what Al Snow's theme was. And I knew I was looking things up about this match anyway. I'm like, what the fuck is up with this show? That's why I was looking it up before I finished the show. It's like, so this is Al Snow's swan song. It's his send off before he goes to before the WWF called him back. And I was like, oh, this is the show where they have that entrance and then the disco lights and all that. And I was like, what's his theme music? His theme music was a instrumental of Firestarter by The Prodigy. I think it's Firestarter. Yeah. So, you know, I rewound it and I pulled it up on YouTube, that song, and I played it along with lyrics to Al Snow's entrance. And I was like, and just that little bit. I mean, sometimes I've done that in the past with other things, like, you know, when like Hogan, you know, they dubbed over they gave him NWO music when it was actually Voodoo Child, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just play it on my own, customize it. And so I played that during Al Snow's entrance, and I'm like, okay, I get it. That's cool. So I don't know what the network version sounded like shit, I assume. But I'm like, cool. Like Al Snow, Al Snow never got this notoriety for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
For the rest of his career. This is peak Al Snow. So it's like, let's give it to him. Let's break out the Prodigy for him, you know. And let's see if he has a main event match or not.
All right. Well, this match, like I said, the crowd was hyped for Al Snow. Everybody had the head. Everybody was holding the head. And Douglas, he's all beat up. But he's still whooping on Al Snow. He slammed him through a set of chairs. Al didn't even sell it. He was just like, I don't know. He didn't sell it whatsoever. But long story short, Chris Candido, he gets involved. Snow takes him out, takes out Bam Bam. And then while you see them fighting in the aisleway, you see all the wrestlers just standing at the aisleway by the entrance. Then they just start surrounding the ring. Snow goes for the snowplow. He kicks out. Franchise go for the belly to belly, which was a simple finisher for the franchise. I thought he did the franchiser for some reason.
Not yet. He didn't have that yet.
Oh, that belly belly's whack. So I understand why Al Snow kicked out. And yeah, Francine gets involved. She gets taken out with a snowplow. And then Al Snow goes for a sunset flip off the top rope and slips. 1, 2, 3, franchise win.
Yeah.
With a reversal.
And the heads made their way into the ring.
You know
this match was dookie. This is just like I didn't know it was your swan song, but the way this shit ended, you slip over the sunset flip, you can't kick out. Oh my! I'd rather lose to the belly.
Banana peel, man.
I agree.
Oh my God!
I gotta agree, bro. That was like Are you serious?
I had to rewind it. I'm like, wait, what?
That's brutal.
I was upset.
Oh my God.
Then after the match, the whole roster, they outside, they all get in the ring.
That pissed me off right there.
The triad, whatever the hell you want to call them, they holding up.
Triple threat.
The Yakuza, whatever. I don't know. Mafioso,
3 count. It was 3 count.
The Costa
triad in WCW. But nah, they holding up the franchise. and then the other guys holding him Al Snow, and they shook hands. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Like,
no, I get it. That was Al Snow's send off, and they were like, basically saying, "Hey, enjoy yourself in the big times," but don't be kumbaya in front of everybody after that kind of trash.
Yeah, man. Like, what? Taz send off. Taz got eliminated. It was a three again. Taz got eliminated. That's all you kept hearing. And he was the first one to leave. And then Mike Awesome left the WCW with the ECW title, and then Taz came back, and then he put him over. But yeah,
that was insane. And all I gotta say is, this match doesn't matter. Just
it doesn't matter. That's the way that shit ended. Strap, what are your thoughts on that?
On the match?
Yeah, the Dookie.
Yeah, like so we moments ago we were just talking about to see if Al Snow could have a match of his career, and no, he could not. I don't think it was because of what's going on here. I don't know if it was because of it wasn't because of skill. No, I think it was just booked in a certain way, and to have a finish like that, it's like that's how you go out, and it's like that psychologically speaking to the fans, it does give you an easy out for something, so the booking, I understand. It's like he's a very popular star. He's leaving. He's obviously going to lose. So don't make it so easy for Shane Douglas just to hit him with a Pittsburgh plunge and 1, 2, 3. Have Al Snow slip on the banana, slip on the top rope, and that didn't make me cringe, but the work was okay. It was okay. It wasn't great. It was just fine, but. Again, like with ECW, like this entire show, like, honestly, looking forward to these ECW pay-per-views, these shows. Like, I don't, because I'm just like, oh god, they have the entrances and the gaga that takes way too long. Then the matches, there's good action in them there, and the superstars do have character, and you do care about them, but it's just not very good. The work is not good. Yeah, you can have Tommy Dreamer. Yeah, I love Tommy, and Sandman. Yeah, I love the Sandman. He's cool. Dudley Boys. Yeah, they're cool. But it's like the work isn't good in the ring. And so that's why they spend so much time on the entrance, on the beer drinking, on the ha-ha and the shenanigans with fans and pre and post match, because the in-ring work isn't that good. And that's ECW to a T, so that's why I don't look forward to these shows. But having watched this whole Wrestlepalooza, it wasn't that bad. It was okay. Because the allure for me was seeing everyone as kids, as young people. Listen, everybody gets old. We get old. They get old. Dudleys are old. Freaking Devon Dudley, he's a survivor of a stroke, and he's recovering, and he's going to have a final match. He recovered to that point. Great, man. But look at him when he was younger, 20 some odd, 30 years ago, and for us to watch it now, it's like, yeah, man, that's when he was young and full of vim and vigor, or you're going to see a young RVD and you see him walking slow out on AEW Dynamite, It's kind of sad. So we're watching these guys in their prime, and that's the big allure to watching these ECW pay-per-views. So the work is not good. The matches, not good. But the nostalgia is very, very good. So the show as a whole,
doesn't matter.
It's tough. I gave a lot of it doesn't matters to pretty much every match on the show. So the show as far as work is it does not matter at all, but for nostalgia it does matter.
Platinum, does Wrestlepalooza 1998 ECW doesn't matter?
It does not matter. Not rewatchable. It had a few moments that were okay, but as a whole, I could do with that.
BDC, what about you? Does Wrestlepalooza 1998 ECW doesn't matter?
It absolutely doesn't matter. Not at all. It like you said, there was high points, there were more low points than high, there were more things that didn't make sense than did. And you can't, two things can be accurate at the same time. So this show could have absolutely captured the spirit of ECW in a nutshell and still not matter.
All right. As for me, the show does not matter. I chose this show. One, I'd never seen it. And two, WWE brought back Wrestlepalooza. So I figured we take it back and see the glory days of the Attitude Era. And check it out. We checked it out. And I will never watch it again. It does not matter. But next week is BDC's choice. And we're doing another ECW show. We're doing a year later, doing ECW Anarchy Rules. And I'm going to run through the card quick.
Here we
In
go.
our opening match, we have Lance Storm taking on Jerry Lynn.
Okay.
We have
Good working
Jazz.
match.
We have Jazz taking on Tom Marquez.
Who?
Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go.
What are we doing here?
In our next match, we have in a tag team match, we have Chris Chetty and Nova taking on Simon Diamond and Simon Diamond and Tony DeVito from the Mama Loops.
Velocity.
Okay.
Oh no, excuse me, the Baldies, same thing.
Yeah.
And after this, we have a three-way dance between Yoshihiro Tajiri
Tajiri.
taking on Super Crazy,
Okay.
taking on Little Guido. You already know they're gonna cook.
Yeah.
You already know they're gonna cook.
Yeah.
Because they're
It's gonna be a
minorities.
bomb, but it's gonna be the Met keep us in here.
John said because they're minorities, but all right.
We don't,
They
we
can't
don't
do
can
it.
keep up.
Oh.
French restaurants are all run by Mexicans.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the cancellation button you just heard.
All right, after this, we have Just Incredible taking on Sabu.
Okay.
Was he the
Yeah.
champion at the time? No, he didn't win the title until
Nope.
2000.
And our next match is for the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. Is a three-way dance. And I just referenced it. We have Mike Awesome with the judge, Jeff Jones, taking on Masato Tanaka and Taz.
Oof.
Taz just got eliminated? Taz just got eliminated? This is the one where Taz just got eliminated. And after this, we have a World Tag Team Championship match. We have Tommy Dreamer and Raven taking on Rhino and the King of Old School, Steve Corino. That's my guy.
Those two guys are champions, Rhino and Reno.
Nope. Tommy Dreamer and Raven, tag champs.
I missed that
Huh.
point when they were tag teams. That was
This must have been
moment.
after their debut
So-
on TNN.
So are we going to hear Paul Heyman yell half a million times in this match?
Never seen the show, so I can't tell you.
Okay, so find out. Answer that question next week.
Yeah.
And our main event is for the ECW World Television Championship. We have Rob Van Dam defending his title against Balls Mahoney.
What?
First
I
off,
don't understand. I don't
first off,
understand
you
why.
have the world heavyweight championship being defended, two from the main event, and then you have the world No.
I never understood why ECW did that a lot. They had the TV title go after the world title, except for Wrestlepalooza. But yeah,
That makes no sense to me. I know Rob is over, but might as well just give him the belt. My opinion. Better.
well, he's a whole effing show. That's why he's the main event of ECW Anarchy Rules. And that does it for ECW Wrestlepalooza. And from the comedy of the BWO to the chaos of Bam Bam and New Jack to RVD and Sabu going the distance. Shane Douglas holding it down. This card had a little bit of everything, but at the end of the day, it still did not matter. But we still want you to check out our show. Hell, check out this show if you want to. Shout out to my crew. Shout out to BDC, Platino, and Strap Facts for bringing the heat and breaking it down with your boy, the Notorious One. WWE's teasing Wrestlepalooza. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. Their cards are already stacked. I can't wait to see the return of AJ Lee.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait to see that. Can't we see Cody Rhodes and possibly Drew McIntyre? But either way, we're going to talk about it no matter what. Make sure you follow the It Doesn't Matter podcast on all platforms. Drop a comment, like, subscribe. If you like Wrestlepalooza 1998, tell us your thoughts on this. But until then, I'm Notorious One. I am Dom. I'm here with Strat Facts. I'm here with Poppy Platino. I'm here with BDC. Thank you for rocking with us. Abel, hit us with a Joey Styles. You're going to hear that next week, too. We will see y'all next week. Boom.
Better tag team moments: Bryan Danielson and Kane, or Chris Candido and Lance Storm, like for this match.
The Jersey Triad. See y'all next week.